done anything. Like, you are literally weird, bro. Like, you lost to a 40-year-old dude that was fucking, dude. I'll give it to him. He knocked another dude out, but he did, like, you lost that fight and he saved it for you. And then continues to do it and then says we're gonna fight, and because I'm ready to beat his ass at this point.
Bring on Rolly. You know, he's part of PBC. We already ran it once with PBC. I didn't get my get back. I'm gonna beat Rolly, and we're gonna have
Ryan Garcia has been vocal about his confidence ahead of his fight with Rolly Romero, claiming the matchup will be one-sided in his favor. He's relentlessly critiqued Romero's abilities and past performances, asserting his own superiority in speed, skill, and preparation. Garcia has dismissed Romero's record as unimpressive, accusing the hype surrounding his rival of being exaggerated. With sharp verbal jabs, he's made it clear that he sees himself as the far more formidable fighter and believes the bout will showcase a clear victory for him.
I just pray to God, try to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know, like it's like family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek, and like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be part of the team. I'm improving, getting better.
In a surprising move, Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz has officially withdrawn from his scheduled May 2025 fight against Ryan Garcia.
All right, fight fans, follow along real quick, and then I'll show you the original tweet by Turkey Al-Sheikh. But this guy is doing his best to make boxing great again. He just tweeted out that he wants on the same card in October, I know it's months away, Ryan versus Devin rematch, Ennis versus Tio, and then the winners will fight each other, and the losers will fight each other in February. Here's that tweet. And you can read it with me word for word. It is easy, fight in May, then the big rematch in October, and on the same card, we'll try Teo against Boots, then the winner against the winner, loser against loser in Feb. Need to discuss with our partners Top Rank and Matchroom and Golden Boy and PBC. Come on! Gotta give him an A for effort. We'll see if it goes down.
Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz, currently preparing for his February bout against Angel Fierro, has withdrawn from his scheduled May 2025 fight against Ryan Garcia. Cruz cited concerns about overcommitment, feeling it was unwise to negotiate such a high-stakes match while not at his best physically and mentally. This decision, though disappointing to fans, shows Cruz's pragmatic approach in prioritizing his readiness for future bouts. In the wake of Cruz's withdrawal, Rolly Romero has stepped in to face Ryan Garcia, a fight that fans have long been eager to see. The rivalry between the two spans both personal and professional tensions, with Romero known for his brash demeanor and relentless trash talk. Romero has repeatedly called out Garcia, accusing him of avoiding the fight. Now, with no more room for escape, Romero's determination to prove himself has added even more excitement and intrigue to this highly anticipated matchup.
You got 140 pounds. People are saying Ryan Garcia.
Look at it, man. I want it to happen. The boxing world wants it to happen. I hope Ryan and his team wants it to happen.
Right.
And if everyone wants it to happen, let's make this shit happen.
Now, what do you think of him teaming up with Derek James and Errol Spence? You know, he's stablemates with Errol Spence now. He has a new trainer, Derek James. How do you feel about that?
I'm sorry to say it, but that's kind of a downgrade because, I mean, he was with Eddie Reynoso. I mean, what's Derek James going to teach Ryan? I mean, it's not his style.
Well, he's got Errol Spence looking crispy, you know what I
But
mean?
it's not his style.
Right. So you don't think...
And Ryan Garcia is Mexican.
So what, you don't think Derek James can train a Mexican? I'm sure he can. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he has. What about training with Earl Spence, training with another elite fighter like that, you know, day in and day
He
out?
was training with Canelo. And Canelo is the best fighter in the world.
Rolly Romero has expressed doubts about Ryan Garcia's ability to adapt to Derek James' training, claiming James can't teach Garcia anything. Romero argues that Garcia's style doesn't align with James' approach, given Garcia's Mexican fighting roots and different techniques. Romero, who prides himself on his unorthodox style and power punches, believes he holds the advantage over Garcia. The build-up to their fight has been full of competitive energy, with the trash talk escalating, especially during press conferences. Meanwhile, Devin Haney's upcoming fight against Jose Ramirez is a solid matchup, though it feels more like a comeback bout. It's not a tune-up, but a chance for Haney to regain momentum.
I think Ryan and Rolly is a complete. The best fight in that fight is the trash talk, and they do it at a press conference. That's it. Devin Haney against Jose Ramirez, not a bad fight. It's definitely a good comeback fight, but this is not. This is just a. This is to get back in the ring. You know, I wouldn't call it a tune, but it's just you getting back in there type of fight. You know what I mean? And Martin Bacoli against F.A. Japa, it's same. You know, F.A. has one good punch. But Martin Bacoli is expected to destroy F.A. Japa.
Ryan Garcia has made a name for himself in boxing, gaining a massive fan base and recognition as one of the sport's top stars, second only to Canelo. While some question his status as a four king due to the absence of a major title, his marketability and popularity remain undeniable. Opinions on Garcia are divided. Many admire his boxing accomplishments, while others are indifferent, particularly about his personal life. Regardless, Garcia continues to draw attention and solidify his place in boxing, proving that he remains a prominent figure, whether as a fan favorite or subject of criticism.
Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero is going to be a big event. And sadly, it may destroy Devin Haney's and Lomachenko's destroy their numbers. People love knockouts. And you know Rolly Romero versus King Ryan Garcia, there's going to be a knockout. And either way, if Rolly Romero were to knock out Ryan Garcia, that would be hysterical. Ryan Garcia, he knocks out Rolly Romero, he becomes like this superhero. Because a whole Tony Weeks, Barroso thing, okay, the press conference would be crazy. Don't forget, Rolly Romero versus Javante Davis before the Ryan Garcia fight, that was his biggest fight. He made for the biggest pay-per-view draw for Javante Davis. He's going to do the same. But don't forget, Javante Davis, him versus King Ryan Garcia, did make history. Both of them were in the ring that night. So people want to see how Ryan Garcia looks coming back.
Both Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero appear to be shifting their focus away from the competitive side of boxing, increasingly emphasizing the entertainment aspect of the sport. Garcia seems to view boxing as a stepping stone to explore broader opportunities, while Romero, especially after his loss to Gervonta Tank Davis, appears past his prime. Despite securing a title, questions surround Romero's dedication, with speculation about his mental state impacting his performance. However, if Romero takes this fight seriously and defeats Garcia, he could redeem himself and achieve something that few others have managed in the sport.
I want Rolly's, to be honest. I mean, I feel like it's a fun fight. He's a, aggressive, crazy dude. Lead up will be crazy. Yeah, and I want that, I mean, he has a title, technically. But yeah, let's do it. Just, I don't know if you have a real injury or not, but heal that shit.
Is it going to happen? Do you want it to happen?
I shall see.
You shall see?
I shall see.
Yeah? What do you make of him skipping the Haney fight? Or a fight with you?
No opinion on that. No opinion on that either.
So what happens in a fight between you guys? How do you beat Ryan?
The tension between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero adds extra heat to this matchup. Garcia has called Romero a goofy goofball, using his name for attention. Garcia hasn't taken Romero's confidence seriously, pointing out his rival's record, including a loss to a 40-year-old man. He mocked Romero's controversial win over Ismael Barroso, dismissing his claims and putting his confidence down as misplaced.
You never heard of more dummy that literally went from the main event to a fucking random ass pay-per-view card nobody's gonna watch and fumbled a bag of like $20 million plus to fight for fucking peanuts. You've never heard that. And I'm the clown. You're a real life dummy. And everybody knows Rolly's is just a straight goofball. He's just a goofy goober. Like, he's a goofy goober, bro. Have you seen that SpongeBob episode? Or it's a movie. He's a goofy goober. He's nothing's cool about him, bro. Wears weird fur coats and just walks around like he really got it like that. Bro, you don't got it like that. You got a mouthpiece on you for sure, but I got a better one because I got everything backing me, bro. You've never even done anything. Like, you are literally weird, bro. Like, you lost to a 40-year-old dude that was fucking... Dude, I'll give it to him. He knocked another dude out, but he did, like, you lost that fight, and they saved it for you. And then Mayweather gifts you a title. You don't have a real title. Like, it's all fabricated.
Garcia criticized Rolly for not achieving anything notable in his career, mocking him for bringing up sparring sessions from 2016 to hype himself up, calling it embarrassing.
I take Floyd's counsel in a way.
Yeah.
I mess up. People would bash me for it. Okay, I'll take the heat. That falls out. Rolly uses my name. I don't even like saying his name. I'm going to call him Rolly Oli, Poly Schmoly. You know what I mean? I don't like saying his name because he's been using my name to build himself up since we were sparring back in 2016. You understand this man is famous for sparring me? And then continues to do it and then says we're going to fight because I'm ready to beat his ass at this point. Let me just go get rid of this weirdo. Right? Look at this weirdo. That's a weirdo. Why are you doing this? Just put a fucking shirt on. Great, you have abs. We all do. Well, at least some of us. Hello. Weirdo, okay? He's just a very obnoxious kid. And at the end of the day, I was ready to just end it, right? Because I'm getting ready for a fight when I spar this guy, right? He's super big at this point. He's way bigger than me. I'll give it to him. He has punching power. I know this. My bad. Let me just wipe this off. I know this. So the first time we spar, I'm moving around the ring. Okay, let's take his power away. Boom, boom, boom. Mind you, I'm still young. I'm still learning my craft. But anyways, and he's still learning his craft. He started boxing late, whatever. It's a fight at the end of the day. I know what I have to do. I start boom, 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 moving around, boom, boom. He's like, he hits me up like, you were running the whole time. I said, say less. I'll see you tomorrow. I go spar him. I said, I stand right there. I'm beating his ass the whole time. He caught me with a shot, made it look really worse than it was. I grab him, boom, boom, boom. We're fighting, boom, boom, boom. It's a sparring match, who cares? Anyways, he makes a whole edit about it.
Romero fired back, claiming Garcia'S apology for a past incident wasn't sincere, calling it a lame attempt to save face. Their heated exchanges have sparked intense fan interest, turning this into one of the most exciting and fiery rivalries in modern boxing.
I don't know. He apologized for it. You guys think that's really an apology? I don't know. Y'all think he apologized for real? You think that actually means something? I mean, he did say some crazy shit. Bring somebody back from the dead and kill him again. What? But you can say sorry about that, right? Can you say sorry about that? Bruh. I'll kill somebody if they were any color or any of that. But to say something as hateful as killing somebody? That's a little odd, don't you think?
Are you saying that's something you can't come back from?
I want to take that one back, man. You can't. There's no way. You don't accidentally. And I know I bet he feels like a dumbass now, but I mean, maybe you should go hop off the alcohol and the Percocets.
After a year-long suspension that halted his career, Ryan Garcia is set to return to the ring. During this time, he underwent treatment to address drug-related issues, including removing steroids from his system. Despite the challenges of the suspension and recovery, Garcia sees this fight as a chance to showcase his resilience and renewed focus.
Ryan got caught is during the weight cut. As you start to lose the fat in your body from the weight training, the steroids, they kind of secrete from the fat, because what happens is those drugs, that ostrin, it all gets trapped inside of your fat cells. So during the fight training camp, as you're losing that weight and you're losing that fat, some of it starts oozing out. That's why they only found a small amount, DB. It don't mean that he only took a negligible amount. They take a lot of it. They know when testing is going to come. So they start trying to remove it out of their system before the testing comes. It still doesn't mean he didn't cheat.
Before his eventual fight with Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia was in negotiations for a bout with Rolly Romero. During this time, Haney was also trying to secure a fight with Garcia, but Ryan shifted his focus to Romero. He trained alongside Floyd Mayweather and ultimately chose to withdraw from discussions with Haney to pursue the Romero fight. This marked a significant shift in Ryan's career decisions before his eventual showdown with Haney.
Star boxer Ryan Garcia has tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance both the day before and on the day of a surprising victory over Devin Haney last month. This news comes from a letter by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association. The testing samples were collected prior to the fight, but the results only surfaced afterward.
With Fight Hub TV, and I'm joined now with Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar, it's good to see you here in London. Let's bring the missus in. You guys look really nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Feeling?
We feel great. She's a little cold, but we're okay.
It is a a little chilly out here right at the moment.
Ruin the outfit. You can't wear the jacket today.
Well, I have to ask you, Turkey Shake's #1 fight that he wants to make is going to be the rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. What do you make of that?
If Ryan Garcia wants it, then that's what he wants. But me personally, I see no need for it. Ryan Garcia destroyed him, and that's the bottom line. So I think we have to make the best fights possible. And there's fighters here like Teofimo. There's fighters here that we can match up Ryan with anyone and make a terrific event.
I'm going to ask you, Tio's right here. Obviously, that was one of the fights I said I wanted to see the most in 2025. Conversations, possibly? I know that he's a little bit intertwined in something complicated at the moment, but obviously, if and should he be free later in the year, maybe a fight between those two?
Yeah, absolutely. If they're the best at the moment, if that's what people want to see, we have to make it. I mean, look, I sound like a broken record here, but I was once a fighter, and I'm a promoter now, but I think like a fighter. I want to see the best fight the best.
So, Dre, today I want to get with you and get your insight on the matchup between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero. How do you see that fight?
Well, if and when that fight go down, man, I really don't care about either of the two. Rolly he too much for me, right? And Ryan has a lot of potential, but at the same time, I just ain't feeling him too much. Yeah, so Ryan has all of the talent, right? Formal, boy can execute. He's not scared. You see what he did when he got in there with Tank, leading up to the knockout, right? Rolly has a big mouth and has the mentality to back it up. I honestly don't feel like that'll be enough. I think Ryan, especially the last fight with Tank, grew a lot since then, and I see him, if that fight ever takes place, taking Ryan.
Pitbull Cruz. Now it's switched up to Rolly. What's your thoughts just knowing that?
I don't know, man. I think Rolly would be either one of them. I'm sorry. Garcia would be either one of them.
Garcia.
But I think Pitbull will give him more problems than Rolly, though.
So you believe that the Rolly Romero fight for Ryan Garcia would be an easier match?
Yeah, Rolly allergic to left hooks, man. In the gym, in the ring, so he's going to get hit with a left hook. We all know that from Ryan Garcia. So as soon as he lands a good left hook, it's over for Rolly.
Do you feel like they are picking on Rolly's vulnerability at this point in time of his career?
I think they know that it's just a matter of time before it's over with for him. So, give him a payday. He deserves it, He deserves it.
What you think about gearing up the promotion? Obviously they had a sparring match that went viral. It seemed like Rolly had some good moments in that sparring clip. What do you think about the gear up? Press conference, just that fight selling itself.
It's good for promotion. That's the way the fight gonna go too. I think the first couple rounds he gonna have some good moments. With them 8-ounce gloves on, it ain't gonna go but so far.
You favor Ryan Garcia by how?
4th or 5th round knockout, if not earlier.
Wow. So
Ryan, the first 2 rounds, Ryan gonna jump on your ass, man. He
right.
jump on. I don't care who you are. He jumped on Tank. If you can jump on Tank, you can jump on anybody in the lightweight division.
Right.
History. They got infamous sparring sessions. We've seen throughout the years them two talking trash and Rolly saying how he beat Ryan Garcia up in sparring, which was some pretty good sparring between both of them. It seemed like one of them, Rolly got the best of him, and the other, Ryan, he got the best of him. So, but that's sparring. Sparring is 2 different things. As far as in the pros, I got Ryan beating this fight. I don't see nothing that Rolly can do that can stop Ryan. Now, Rolly, he is a awkward fighter, and he is aggressive, and he's very strong. But he leaves himself vulnerable. He leaves himself open too much. But Ryan do the same thing. But I just think that Ryan is just got more, a little bit more ring generalship than Rolly Romero, and I can see Rolly actually, getting sloppy, trying to catch Ryan with something, trying to pressure him, trying to bully him, and Ryan end up catching him and probably stopping him with a left hook or something. I can see him at least getting dropped anyway.
Rolly Romero agreed to take less money for a tougher fight, a decision he proudly discussed on Fight Hype and with Eli Sekbach. However, the choice backfired when he was knocked out by Isaac Pitbull Cruz after pulling out of the bout with Ryan Garcia. Despite this setback, Romero eventually secured a fight with Garcia, proving how unpredictable boxing negotiations can be as the two now prepare to face off. That's all for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned and catch us next time.